San Jose real estate, here we go again. Brace yourself for big changes in 2022. In this video today, I'm going to share the current San Jose real estate market activity and make some forecasts going forward. So let's look at the charts and take a look at what is going on today relative to the recent history in San Jose real estate. Okay, here on this chart, we've got the Santa Clara County market chart because I like to give you the full history all the way back to 2000 so you get a relative feel of what actually is going on. The supply in Santa Clara County is extremely low. It feels like 2017. If you look over here, 2017 in December, there were 271 homes in the entire county for sale. Today in November 2021 closing, we had 309. So we are almost there. I bet December is going to be breaking some records just like 2017. The demand, though, extremely high, even higher than what we saw in 2017, which is really impacting prices. We have 60% of homes in all of Santa Clara County in contract. Now, when we look at the San Jose numbers, you're going to be shocked because it's even different than that. But the peak on record for Santa Clara County is 65% back in December 2017. So yes, we'll brace yourself because we are repeating what happened in 2017 and 2018. I can pretty much guarantee it looking at these charts. So follow this purple line here and you'll note that look at all of the green sales months over that purple line. The purple line starts at those November closings, which is really high for this time of year if you look here. The only year that looks somewhat similar in this history is back in 2012. And that was just as the market started to recover from the 2008 crash and the curve of appreciation really started to increase. So it's going to be an exciting 2022. I can guarantee that. If you're a buyer, maybe not the kind of excitement you're looking for. If you're a seller, it's going to be fun. So let's see here. The 25th month in a row that prices are up year over year. So that's a pretty huge trend. Now let's look at the San Jose data. Out in the field, I am seeing multiple offers, 15, 20. It's blowing my mind that the market is this active this time of year. Normally, November and December are pretty quiet. Not the case right now. We have very limited supply, just like we talked about in Santa Clara County. Same in San Jose. In November, we had 124 homes closing at the close of November. And in December 2017, we were at 99. So we are on track for these record numbers that we saw in 2017. But again, sales are even higher than that we saw in that season. So the demand being really strong with this low supply is really pushing up the prices. You can only imagine if you've got 15 plus offers, what people are willing to pay in order to get that house. So looking forward, our supply will improve in January, not going to improve in December. And the demand is going to take a very long time to settle out because it is so strong. So our closed stats for November is prices up, of course, based on that supply and demand I just talked about, which is really unlike the typical seasonal trends that we see. Year over year, San Jose is up 15% and sales are down, but I think that's really just due to the lack of supply. In November, the closing sales, of course, were really strong. Like we just mentioned, 82%, that's a record number. 82% of homes available for sale are in contract. Last month, it was 75%. And I've just not seen a number that high in San Jose history. We are literally breaking records. The pending sales are down a little bit. Inventory is way down. Sales price to list price ratio is way up because of that imbalance of supply and demand. So my forecast, I'm sure this is where you are all holding on. Now, if you like these videos, be sure to subscribe because I'm constantly doing these and keeping you abreast of what's going on in the market. But the forecast here is that the demand is going to stay really strong and prices are going to make a huge jump in the beginning of 2022. I'm going to compare and use history to talk about that. Experts say about a 5% national appreciation in 2022. California, maybe a little bit more. Silicon Valley, I think we're going to probably even see more than that. Average of 7 to 8%. But as you know, these last several years have been even stronger than that. And I do expect at least that in the beginning of next year. The unknown is going to be interest rates. So if we go back here and we look at 2017, where the inventory was so low, and then look at early 2018, look at this huge huge price jump. So if we go back here, we're following the same trends, except our sales are even stronger, but the inventory is at that record low. So those prices, hold on, they're gonna jump in 2022. And I can tell you with the pending sales, they are already jumping to new unheard of levels. So interest rates are holding steady right now, but there's some forecasts going on of what's going to happen in 2022. So it looks like by mid 2022, we're going to see about a 3.5% interest rate. So that will temper prices a little bit because it definitely directly affects affordability. Now the S&P 500, the stock market has popped back up. So it's another indicator saying that our home prices will go back up. Or not back up, go up again. So unemployment's dropping. That's all this is good, right? So let's look at the condo market. The condo market's a little bit different. The supply is back at winter levels, which is great because that's kind of what had been struggling in the condo market this year was an increase or a larger than normal supply. The sales are really strong too, just like we're seeing in the single family market. Sales have been really strong in these normally slower months. So as you can see, if we draw this purple line across, the sales this year in 2021 top many of the sales, really all the way back until almost 2005 did we see anything this steady across the year. So really good market. And you know what that means? With that many sales and that much demand, 2022 is really going to see a price increase in condos as well. The interesting thing with condos is they actually are just now getting to 2018 price peaks. They haven't surpassed them like the single family homes have. And I think that's a lot due to the pandemic and the restrictions and people wanting more space. But young buyers coming in for the jobs, having to be back in the office in 2022, the condo market is going to take off. So if you're looking to buy in that price point, again, the sooner you get in, the better, because those prices are going to shoot up next year. So next you should watch What Can $1 Million Buy You in San Jose, or check out my latest video on the most affordable neighborhoods in San Jose. Thank you so much for watching.